Only 13% of humans in the world live in a country that's a liberal democracy with property rights and has what we call a reserve currency, meaning a currency so stable and desirable that other countries save in it at the central bank level, right? You basically have the US, the UK, Australia, Switzerland, the euro, and Canada. I mean, those are like reserve currencies. And these are liberal democracies where people have reasonable guarantees over property rights. Everybody else either lives under like a weaker currency or an authoritarian regime. That's 87% of the world's population, almost 7 billion people. So for them, a sovereign savings account that's permissionless, meaning you don't have to have ID to use it, is a big, big deal. And a lot of people talk about Zimbabwe or Venezuela as some like isolated cases. Oh, well, hyperinflation only happens in those two countries. I actually did some research into this, and there's about close to 1.3 billion people who live under double or triple digit inflation. This is not an isolated instance. We're talking huge countries. Nigeria, 200 million people, 15% inflation. Turkey, 15% inflation for 100 million people. Argentina, 40% inflation for a country of 45 million people. So you can go down the list. There's about 35 countries where like people's earnings, their wages, are literally disappearing in front of their eyes over a matter of weeks or months against things like the dollar, or gold, or real estate, right? So this is a huge issue. It absolutely is a human rights issue for me. I mean, when it comes to your time and energy, having control over that or having it stolen from you, I think this is pretty clear. And Bitcoin is like an immediate, low cost, easily accessible solution for people. And I've learned this not from my own assumptions, but by talking to people, by interviewing dozens of people, whether it's in Sudan, which currently has triple digit inflation, or people who've escaped from Syria, who have used Bitcoin to get their wealth out of the country and then also to make payments back to people inside, or Venezuela or elsewhere. It's very, very powerful.